between your various groups, you've shown a mastery of songwriting. What does your songwriting process look like these days? And has it changed since your Smash Mouth days?
Yeah, because there's less pressure. I don't have a, unless it's, I'm writing for the Defiant, but I don't have, you know, a record company breathing down my neck. I don't have I call them adults. I don't have the adults bothering me anymore. I don't have, I just don't and my band that I'm with now is like, are very patient and grown up, and there's nothing, it's not as urgent as it used to be, and so it's kind of like, it's a lot more natural and organic now.
What does your process look like?
um it normally starts very early in the morning because I wake up before everybody else, and I normally have lots of ideas ready to go when I wake up in the morning, and I just come into this room and I pick up a guitar, or sit down at the piano and just start plucking things out that are going on first thing, without before my brain is interrupted by you know kids, or dogs or cats or chickens now. Raising chickens, just before my brain's interrupted, and the natural thing that's happening, that I feel like I was kind of born with this thing that just happens. It's like breathing, and I can't stop it. So that's normally what happens. I got my phone is full of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ideas that I need to get to one of these days. I have lots of ideas going, but if something sticks with me, like right now, there's something sticking with me, and so I go back to it throughout the day and I chip away at it. I put a guitar part down, or I change a bass line, or I write a lyric, and usually, a day or two later, I've got a fully formed song, and I don't know what it's for, or who it's for, or if it's for anything at all. It's just for me.
And so is do you have a set routine as far as like times you work? Obviously, you talk about capturing those essence in the morning, but is it kind of just like as you feel it? I mean, obviously there's deadlines and things, but um, are you rigid about like your times for creativity? I guess.
I am if I'm hired to do something. So if somebody commissions me to write a song for a Netflix series, they like, we need a full 2 minute song for a montage, and it has to say this, and it has to feel like that. I get very serious, and everything else goes away. I lock myself in the studio, and I tell everybody else that they have to feed themselves and take care of themselves for a few days. I got something to do. If it's just me naturally writing stuff, I don't have a schedule. It's like, I'm just better in the morning.
And then any advice for finishing songs?
Play it for a few people, and just say, and a few different people, and don't play it for people who are going to blow smoke, you know. But I mean, you can, to get your ego going, but play it for your worst critics. I have a couple friends who are just like, that sucks, and I love playing songs for them, because when you play something and they go, wow, then you really know it's good. Um, I don't know. I mean, just make sure whatever you're saying or whatever you're trying to convey in your music, just make sure it's absolutely honest and true, because people can smell BS through music. Like I listen to songs on the radio all the time, and I go, that person did not write that song. Somebody wrote that song for them. I can tell, because that is not something that would come out of their mouth. It's not natural sounding to me. Um, and there's no, shame in that. That's how pop music's done these days. But I don't know. I just say, follow, your instinct and your heart and your soul. Keep your music honest, and people will like it. If you love it, people will love it.
That seems though pretty interesting though, because compared to your sync career, which can get a little stuffy, I feel like sometimes. Like, how do you wad through the BS in that, especially when you have music supervisors, directors, all those types of people? how are you able to stay honest in that realm?
Well, in my experience, directors are normally failed musicians, and musicians are normally failed actors. And it's like everybody wants to be what the other person is, you know? Like, I would love to direct a film. I don't know anything about doing that. And so, you know, maybe someday, but I would love to be a famous artist, painter, you know, but every time I do it, it looks stupid. I think that what it really comes down to is music supervisors and directors don't know what they want until they hear it. And so if they say they want, you know, for a scene that's like a breakup scene, they want a slow, melodramatic, you know, sappy thing, and you give them something completely different, they go, "Whoa, I never pictured that, but that works." You know, it doesn't work all the time, but that has worked for me. You know, like when they give me all the different things that they want, the list of different things that they want, I look at them and I go, okay, that's one way to do it, but what if we did this? You know, and it sometimes they go, I never would have thought of that. Perfect, thank you, done.